Oh no, what's happening with Terra Luna Classic? Welcome back, Hidden Gem fam. In this video, I'm going to give you everything you need to know about Luna Classic right now. And to be honest, I'm going to give you the most realistic outlook, whether or not in the comments you say, Dan, this is FUD or this is fake news or whatever. I'm going to give you the most realistic expectations, what you can expect, because I've been here before. I've been doing this for quite a few years now. And again, this is just a big flashback of DeFi summer when everyone was like, oh, it'll come back. Whenever a token would get flash loan hacked or the contract would be exploited, everyone would always say in the community, oh, it's going to come back. It's going to rally back up. And then what happens? Nothing happens. And the coin token, the protocol just dies. Again, this is so far off from those 2 years ago, but it has the same pattern. History does not repeat itself. It rhymes with itself. So what do I mean by this? Well, pretty simple. I have a very realistic expectation of what I personally can expect. And for the record, let me see. Let me pull this up. So this is one account where I'm actually doing a challenge of taking, I think it was like $2,000 and turning it into 100K. As you can see over here, I was very blatant and blunt about this. I am shorting Luna for a decent amount of time now. You can see I'm up 221%, even though I didn't have a lot in, given the budget restriction that I'm using for this case study. I think it was like $600 or so in this trade. But again, I'm staying in until 0.0008 cents. That's where I believe we will head down to, possibly even lower, but I hope I don't get ADL'd before that, which means auto deleverage, which means that KuCoin or wherever you are trading can actually pull your position because they run out of the futures insurance fund for that particular perpetual contract. I won't get into it. But again, let's actually go into something that I said before. I've said this in the comments as well, because people say, well, Dan, there's a burn. Well, just because there's a burn doesn't mean that this token is going to drastically increase in price. Why? Because, and this just gets echoed on Twitter that I just saw like a few minutes ago doing research. Binance currently makes up 50% of the Lunc volume. I think I've said this for like the past week already. If you go watch my other videos, I've been saying this. Where's all the volume coming from? It's Binance. Look at this. Ready? Binance. And again, obviously you have KuCoin, but the volume on Binance is like 5 times more than KuCoin. And if you add these all up 2 to 6, it's still like 4 times greater, 3 times greater. Heck, even let's just go 2 times greater. So, but we all know the burn isn't happening on centralized exchanges. It needs to come off of centralized exchanges. Just like I said previously, just because there's volume doesn't mean people are taking off the tokens, the actual Lunc onto the chain, onto the Luna chain, so the burn can happen. Thus, everyone has this pipe dream of, oh my goodness, there's so much volume. Yes, on exchanges. Let's see how many people actually leave the exchange. So just saying, not trying to cause any FUD here like people say, just setting realistic expectations. And thank you for everybody who's positive in the comments that are saying thank you for providing a realistic expectation, because again, I'm not here to provide you hopium and pump my bags, because to be quite honest with you, like I just showed you, this is one of the positions that I have shorting. I have multiple different KuCoin accounts. If you actually buy, you will hurt me. So I'm not telling anybody to sell, I'm not telling anybody to buy, but I'm not here advocating that we're gonna go to $1 and giving you a bunch of hopium, because that's unrealistic, not gonna happen. Even a penny is very far out of the question. So currently, so again, let's, how many days? We have 6 days left until the actual burn comes into play. Do I see anything happening in regards to massive volume being taken off of Binance? Maybe the first 48 to 72 hours, yes, people will move off once the burn is in effect. Maybe people are accumulating right now to move over to the wallet. But do I see this being a progressive, you'll see the volume in regards to burn go like this, up, and then it'll just go down and then stabilize very, very low, because people will leave. Now, let's keep going. What happens here? Oh, South Korea court reportedly issues arrest warrant for Terraform founder Dokwan. Well, this is kind of weird, because what happens with Dokwan? Well, warrant to arrest by South Korea. Trust is lost yet again. This is just another nail in the coffin, which means more FUD. So again, there will be fake news that stems from this, which is FUD. By the way, I want to make this very clear, and I tweeted about this. FUD is very different than actual reality, okay? So people will take logical expectations, they will take facts, and they will take realistic expectations. I think I already said that. But they'll take all of those things that are legitimate and group it into FUD if it doesn't fit their narrative. But yet, going to $1 isn't FUD? Well, that's kind of weird because fear, uncertainty, and doubt, isn't it doubtful that it will ever hit $1 given the fact that with the current market cap, let's just see, with the current circulating supply or max supply, a $1 Luna Classic would make it $6.9 trillion. In the last video, like I said, the US national debt is like almost 31 trillion. So we're looking at about 1/5 of the US total debt being inside of Luna Classic. Right. Anyway, again, I'm not trying to be condescending here. It's just, I keep having to drill this into people's heads, and some people get it, but vast majority will say, well, this is FUD. Well, let's keep going down my little chain let's see, is this collapsing again? Well, let's keep going. So, because I'm watching the price on the tab. So what happens when there's fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and there's more trust lost? Well, it can't progress the ecosystem. Let me tell you the direct correlation of can't progress the ecosystem. When someone's not there to run their own company, and they have people that need them to keep on building and pushing it forward, well, essentially nothing gets done. It doesn't progress. Do you really think, as a developer, think about this logically, as a developer, you think a developer is going to sit there and say, well, this makes sense. The founder of the old chain that was forked onto a new chain is currently getting arrested, not here, and not progressing the chain. Let me build on this when people just are very uncertain what's going to happen. The founder isn't even there. Again, what makes a protocol go? What makes an individual want to be a part of the protocol or the ecosystem or the layer one, whatever you want to call it, is progression. Now, let me ask you this. How exactly do burns happen? Burns happen two ways. Number one is if people buy and sell, obviously, but in regards to how burns happen, there's two plausible outcomes, or I guess you should say inputs for the outcome. Number one is something like Shiba Inu, which is on Ethereum, but it doesn't have a burn. For example, it only gained a lot of traction because a lot of momentum, a lot of hype, Elon, etc. That's option number one to happen with Terra Luna Classic. Do I see Elon picking this up? No, not at all. Number two is the other way is to transact the actual token on protocols that are built. Why? Because the protocols that are being built on there need the Luna Classic token in order to work. For example, if you're going ahead and transacting on a yield aggregator on Luna Classic, you're going to need to have Luna Classic in your wallet in order to pay the tax fees, the transaction fees, when you're going ahead and using whatever protocol, in this case, a yield aggregator, right? So you know how Ethereum has gas fees? Same exact thing. Where did those gas fees used to go? Used to go to miners before the merge incoming. So again, that's how these chains are actually able to make a burn. So if you can't run and support 2.0, aka if Dokwan can't run and support Terra Luna 2.0, the forked chain, what's going to happen to the original? If there's no focus from the individual who created it on the original chain, do you logically, seriously, please, I don't want Moonboy answers. I don't want you to have this Moonboy thought process. Quite honestly, it seems very harsh the way I'm putting this out, but it's because nobody's understanding this, and yet people, hang on, ready? You can even cross-reference one of the live streams I did maybe back on Sunday or Friday. This red line that I put was the initial resistance, I think it was. Yes, it was the initial resistance that was over here that I had. And people were just like, oh, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. Well, this is, wow, has the narrative changed? But again, people keep saying it's going to go up. Don't worry. Don't panic. Don't do this. You guys must be new here. Like, that's, again, it's like tough love that I'm trying to give right now. It seems kind of harsh, but it's just the only way I can come through with it. Nobody's here to progress the chain. There's a bunch of hopium, and best believe it, ladies and gentlemen, if you or anybody else wants to keep on purchasing thinking that this is going to rally up, which it might during a bull market, because everything rallies in a bull market. You can put blinders on, take a dart, have like 10 different, coins on a piece of paper, throw a dart, land on one random one, buy it, and moon like crazy in a bull market. We're not in a bull market. We have everything against us in Luna Classic. No development. The founder completely left the chain, forked it again, is on 2.0, now is potentially going to get arrested. Not only that, but all it is hype driven. So it's like a layer of, holy cow, this thing is going to collapse and really bad once the hype dies off. And let me tell you something, hype does not last. to reiterate this, I want to show you how like hype in these type of markets work, specifically in the crypto space. We could see that these are correlated with bull markets. So again, we have Shiba Inu coin and Dogecoin. And I did 5 years because I want to give you a bigger scope here. But we can see no hype, a little bit of hype over here. Then we have hype, no hype, a little bit of hype, no hype, a little bit, no hype. And then again, what do we have here? Probably Doge because of Elon. Let me see. Let me hover over this. Oh, it's actually Shiba Inu. So Shiba Inu, November. Yeah, it seems about right when I was making TikToks about this because that's what was really going viral. And now it's dead. Now, when's the next spike going to happen? Well, unless Elon really rallies it, news picks it up, etc., or another bull market. It's the only time. Do you actually think, when was Luna? Terra, let me see. Terra Luna. Let me go Luna. I want to see exactly. Luna, Terra Luna. Does this correlate? No, not even. I don't even know what to search for Terra in order to make it appear on the hype chart in comparison to these two Goliaths. So, like I said, I don't want to be a hopium provider, nor will I ever be. I will set realistic expectations at all given times. But again, just like other protocols where there's certain unforeseen circumstances that happen, for example, Wonderland and Sifu, and again, Michael Patron with everything that happened, I couldn't have predicted that. Everything was going so smooth until that. So unforeseen circumstances can either have a extremely negative or extremely positive impact. So what I will say is there is a slimmer of hope if something miraculous happens, but for now, I will keep my short position in. I will keep riding it down because I guarantee to myself, not financial advice, this is not mooning anytime soon. And I'm sorry if it comes across as a negative connotation or if you think this is FUD, but maybe in a month or two, come back here and we can rendezvous on price, see where it is, and see exactly if I was incorrect on having this thought process of not being a moon boy, setting realistic expectations, and not leading random individuals who are watching other YouTubers say, it's going to $1, it's going to keep going up, don't worry. Because that is how people lose money. And that's how the crypto space gets a really bad connotation, really bad name. And I'm here to try to hopefully set some realistic expectations for anybody watching. Hidden Gem fam, if you enjoyed this, smash the like, leave a comment, subscribe with notifications. I will see you guys all very soon. And again, like I always say, I hope you guys are doing really well. Hope your families are healthy and whatnot during these times. I know it can be a little nerve-wracking, given the circumstances we're all in. I did take a big hit in this bear market, just like everybody else, but it's not about me. It's about you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe. You're healthy, most important, and spend some time with your family. It's kind of all I ask from you guys. That's all I want back. So yeah, that's it. See you guys.